Yeah.
Hi, I'm MC Cash, and this is my guest, L.E.O, and we're gonna do this month's little recap of what we've done and talk about some stuff. So, trying to do this so I give y'all content because y'all know y'all are so hungry for it. Just me talking.
Where's your content, bro?
Content, bro.
You need content. You need engaging content, bro.
I gotta give them what they want because a million people just asked me yesterday, hey, I want to hear you talk for an hour.
You need engaging content, bro.
Yeah. All right, so I wanted to ask you, like, I didn't want to talk to you too much about this before we did this, but like Cake Up, I noticed that when you released that, it was it was like your last two like songs that you just put out were more on the chill side, and this was like, higher up, like on the energy level. So like I'm curious like where you're going with your style. Like what do you think it's like evolving into, generally speaking?
Uh, I don't think it's like evolving into anything. I think it's evolving in the fact of like just getting better overall.
Hmm.
But I think it just depends on the space that I'm in when I write to certain tracks. So like you said, the first two were more like on the chill side or whatever, but that was more so because those songs had a little bit of a deeper meaning,
Yeah.
rather than just just rapping with metaphors, like how we talked about before, like rapping about rapping, like basically. And that's kind of just what Cake Up. But at the same time, Cake Up had a bit of a message to it. It wasn't as deep as Cage Dreams.
Yeah.
It was just, it was still cake up. Every day I wake up trying to bake that cake up. So it's just basically just about getting up every day and working towards what it is you want. And obviously for us, what we want is to achieve a career in music. But regardless of what it may be, for whatever, if every day you wake up and you're trying to get to being a doctor, or if every day you wake up you're trying to get to, get an A in math, or you know what I mean? Like it might be if every day you wake up and you're just trying to take care of your family.
Mm.
So every day I wake up trying to bake that cake up, you know what I mean? It's just, so it still kind of has a message to it, but it's a little bit more surface level than, because Cage Dreams was something that was way, super deep,
Yeah. It's kind of like what I would think like a good workout track, like someone who's working
Definitely.
out.
And
Yeah.
it's a performance track too,
Yeah.
like to perform live.
Hmm.
That's why I can't wait to eventually perform that track for like people who actually care.
At my show, you performed it, and I was in the crowd, and I turned around. I was talking to someone. I just say, "Hey, shut up! I got it. Like, what is this? What is this right now?" Because the way you set it up, it had a nice build to it, and then when the beat dropped, it was like it got you ready for when the bass hit, and it was just like, whoa,
That track is just dope. Like the beat is dope. I like the way. Obviously I liked it because I wrote to it, but
yeah.
that track is just dope, man. But yeah, that's definitely a song that I look forward to performing to. You know what I mean?
That'll get people hyped for sure.
I'm over here eating on the camera and stuff.
It's good, bro. Nutrition is first. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's kind of unprofessional, but
It's all right. I'm actually about to order a pizza just so I can be on your level.
nothing is professional anymore, bro. Okay.
So like next, what where do you think it's like? I know I asked about your style, but like, do you have set things for the future? Like, how far ahead does that go?
I have a lot of stuff, bro. It's just a matter of laying it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm very like scheduling as far as my music goes. Like I I'm 4 months ahead right now on my schedule, and I'd feel better if it was like a year out.
Yeah,
So,
me is more so like I have a lot of stuff that I'm sitting on,
mm,
but then sometimes I get hesitant on like throwing a bunch out there at one time and then like running out of stuff.
yeah,
Because we already know how the situation is, like with the studio thing and all of that, how it's kind of
yeah,
hard to get in there on a super consistent basis.
mhm,
And there's like a bunch of stuff that I have that still needs to be finished, like mixed
mhm,
or remixed, you
mm,
know what I mean, and mastered and stuff. It's like I have a bunch, dude, that even when I go on my hard drive and I listen and I'm like, dang, this song goes hard, man. Like,
mm,
why am I not doing anything with this? You know
mm,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
But I think it's just a matter of just really, and that's one thing I can say about myself that I have to get better at is like being more consistent. That's something I've always said. Like the consistency is not a problem when it comes to recording and writing and stuff like that. The consistency comes into doing this social media crap and
yeah,
actually putting out music. And that's the biggest criticism I have of myself is like, okay, you could think you could think you have the potential to be one of the best MCs, but then you never put anything out. So
yeah.
and so
Same
that's my
same thing for marketing. Like marketing is literally half the battle.
a majority of it actually.
Yeah, it's like
You
okay,
could be trash. You could be trash with excellent marketing, and then you get rich.
yeah. I mean, look at half the people out there. um. So, hmm, there. Okay, so where you come from, like, let's take it back to like the high school days. Where were you like mute? Do you think you've gotten further, or is it just like more of the same creative, like not creative, like just like do you think now if someone saw you from high school they would take you more seriously than they did? That's a better way of saying it.
I would think so. I think it just depends on.
Or did you even have a problem with people taking you seriously? Were you the man? Like,
Well, nah. I mean, I wasn't like popular in high school or anything like that.
mhm,
But I wasn't popular, but I wasn't like the scum. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knows you. Yeah, you know what I mean? I was pretty much cool with everybody, but I mean, I kind of just stuck to myself and like my friends that I had, and the music thing was definitely something I kind of kept to myself, and it didn't really start manifesting truly until after high school.
Yeah, well, it probably you're still trying to figure out what you wanted to do.
Yeah, but I mean, I knew I wanted to do that,
Yeah,
but it was just a matter of I didn't really make it known that that's what I was doing.
yeah,
But I think after I graduated and once I started getting, kind of like putting a little bit out, like me and Terrell did a video and I would like post it or something.
uh-huh.
And some people that I know from school would be like, "Yo, what?" Like, you know what I mean? And now as I've gotten older and have gotten more skilled, I think it's even more of a shock because people are like, you were always like in the books, like you were the straight A guy that was
Yeah,
like done with his test first. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
For you to be rapping and trying to do that. But as far as being taken seriously, I think it's a perception thing. As far as like, I think somebody would take you more seriously if they go to your Instagram and you got 200,000 followers and you got a blue check.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But when they
Yeah.
go to a thing and you got like 2,200 followers and you know what I mean? I think it's just about the perception thing when it comes to be taken serious. But
I mean, I don't. I think those are just numbers. Like, I don't take Kim Kardashian more
but that's
seriously
what I
than
say
like.
about perception, though. That's what
Yeah,
I. Yeah.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like, if the fact that I found you on Instagram, I was like, this dude is legit, and that's when you had like 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think it's more about professionalism and looking professional, and that's how you get the followers over time, than actually like having the followers. But I mean, some are like some people are skin deep and they only look at the numbers, like you didn't do anything, you know. But I'm like, this dude's crazy. Um,
But that's also coming from the perspective of you also being an artist.
yeah,
So I mean,
I guess you're right about that.
yeah, like people who are not artists, who are just regular, like, okay, I'll say I'm a rapper, or I'll say I'm trying to be a rapper or whatever. And you go to Instagram and it's like, okay, you're just like everybody else. Versus when somebody sees you're verified and you got like 500,000 followers or whatever, then they kind of look at it differently. Like, oh, okay, you're actually a rapper. Oh,
Oh, okay.
but at the same time, I hear what you're saying because I get messaged sometimes by people sending me stuff, and they're like, "Yo, I just want to get your feedback on this, you know, because I want to send it to like a bigger artist to get your opinion." And I'm looking at the message like, a bigger artist? Like, who do you think I am? Like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But I guess that plays into what you were saying, how again, I mean, it still has something to do with perception to certain people, but I think, like you said, it's still the professionalism and stuff plays a role. Cause I had posted, and I got this long message from this dude who was just like, yo, like everything you do is just so like precise, and you have this image of like a bigger artist, and it's like, man, like I love it type stuff. Like I posted it on my page. So
Yeah, I saw it.
yeah, to a certain extent, yeah, I see what you're saying too, because I do get messages like that. And I think where I come from is just more of a place of I kind of play myself down a little bit.
Yeah,
Like
I see
I
that.
feel like even if I ever got to J. Cole status or something, I feel like I would still play myself down like, yeah, I'm not
Like
really all that.
200 like thousand followers, you're like,
Right, yeah.
not a million.
I a million followers and be like,
I don't have a billion in my bank account like Jay-Z
right.
though. That's funny because I was talking about it, like high school and stuff. That was smart not to put it out there
Yeah.
first, because I did the opposite. And I'm still like trying to, like, back then I'm trying to grow as an artist. And I had like I wore like my own branding that I don't even use anymore. Like names I don't use anymore.
High school?
What? In high school? Yeah.
In high school?
Yeah. So so it was called Blooming Talent. It was like corny as hell. And I not at all perfected my craft at all. Like I didn't know the first thing. Me and my friend, his name's Damian Reyes, we came out with a song called Ice Fire in like junior high. And I was still promoting it through high school. It was awful.
But at the same time, that kind of shows a testament to your dedication, though.
Yeah, I really wanted something to happen.
Like your passion and your dream for it.
Yeah.
If you believed in yourself then, I mean, that means you're gonna forever believe in yourself until you get to it. And if it's never meant for you to get to it, at least you know that when you die, you didn't have a regret because you kept trying, like regardless.
That's the way I look at it too. Like my biggest fear is being that guy that's like I wasted my life.
Right.
Guys.
And even if you don't get to whatever status it is that we're trying to get to, it still wouldn't be a regret.
Yeah.
Because you still spent your time doing something that you love. Whether you did it and you were doing it where nobody could see it, or whether you're doing it and you finally can get that exposure.
Yeah.
But either way, you still was doing what you enjoyed, which I think is the most important thing. I think for me, that was something that I had went through, is the difference between just doing what you love
Mm-hmm.
and doing what you love, but getting that confused and making it synonymous with being successful at it. So if I didn't feel like I was being successful at it, it would make me not want to do it anymore versus just doing it regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I guess that's that's the difference between like a hobby and a passion. Like
Mm.
because people golf, but they're not trying to go pro with it. If people like us don't feel like we're moving forward, then we like get depressed or like whatever.
Bro,
Because
I dealt with that terribly.
yeah.
That's where that's Cage Dreams, that song,
Uh-huh.
was a product of that.
Yeah.
Like I went through that heavy, bro.
Yeah.
Like heavy. And that's also how I got a little bit more my and my wife played a factor into it too.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how I got more in tune with like uh the scripture and stuff like that because that really kind of pulled me out of that.
Oh, so that was recent.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah, it was like it's recent. Like I mean, obviously on a surface level you wouldn't be able to tell,
No.
but definitely, bro, it's recent because like I was definitely in that place where I was just like I just wanted to quit, dog, because I always felt like I couldn't get anywhere. Like I felt like I wasn't making any progress. And my mom would ask me like, so what is it? What what would you want or what would have to happen in order for you to feel like you're progressing? And then those type of questions are always the type of questions that you can't answer
Yeah.
because you're just like, well, I just want $1 million, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like you can never really answer those type of questions. So I think, like I said, my wife plays a part into it because I think her coming into my life helped get me closer to the word. You know what I mean? And that definitely like kind of pulled me out of that, bro. So like in the span of 6 months, like this is how crazy it is. For in a span of like 6 to 7 months, bro, I went from living with my parents to getting my own place to getting married to having a daughter on the way. Like boom.
That's like playing the game of life. It was that quick.
In a completely different space than I was
Yeah.
7 months ago or whatever. And definitely in a better place with the music stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Being more active on social media, just having that spark and motivation to just keep going and having that mentality of you do it because this is what you love to do. And if you get successful, quote unquote, off of it, cool. If not, you do it because you like it or you love it. Even if if you just decide to hang it up, I don't think I would ever stop writing raps.
Yeah.
You know?
Same here. If someone like stopped me from rapping or whatever, I'd probably be like hiding off in like a basement somewhere, just like this is BS, man. Like yeah, so you definitely changed something. So you're that might be closer to the word like you were talking about, but like you're taking cursing out, or maybe not cursing all the way, just like profanity or whatever out of your songs. Um, talk about that for a second. Like I want to hear about it.
Yeah, I mean that definitely has something to do with getting closer to the word and get more into the scripture and stuff like that. And that was actually something that me and my wife had like kind of battled about a little bit because she was kind of like you could be a much better example for people.
That's true.
And like, you know, whenever you get hit with stuff like that, you could kind of get defensive about it, where it's like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, but as I took a step back and really like did my own research and kind of did my own deep dive, I guess, I just felt, I felt my own kind of conviction, lack of a better word,
Mm-hmm.
towards it. And I was just like, and then when I really boiled it down, it was kind of like, well, okay, what are the curse words, the general curse words that we use?
Mm-hmm.
Ass, bitch, fuck, shit, uh, motherfucker, whatever. It's like two handfuls of words. And so I'm like, the vast vocabulary that we have,
Mm-hmm.
if you just take out two handfuls of words, you can still rap the same way. You can talk about the same stuff. And generally, when you decide to make the decision to not curse or whatever, your subject matter tends to be a bit different than what you would generally talk about when you have the conscious decision to say, okay, I'm not going to use these words.
Mm-hmm.
But then I noticed that your subject matter starts to actually become about things that matter
Yeah.
and not just about, yeah, I was, you know, fucking bitches in the club. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a little bit more. And then the more I thought about it, it's like, that's actually the stuff that creates longevity. Yeah, you could make a song like the song I got, Out the Window. Bump this out the window.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, that's a cool song, but it's like, what's the longevity in that? There is none. I mean, it might be cool. It might sound cool for the moment or whatever. And granted, for me, it's a little bit different because I'm actually like rapping.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, what is it? It's bump this out the window. Me and my homies, we're family. I have two girls, and like it's just the same
Bring
stuff
everybody.
versus something like Cage Dreams, where it's like that type of subject matter can be uh can be relevant for time and time. Like
Yeah.
there will never be a time that somebody won't deal with that type of subject matter.
Yeah. Well,
Versus something like Out the Window, you're not. That might be cool when you're 18, but then when you get to be 28, it's kind of like,
yeah, it goes. It kind of goes that way with, you know, take it like back like 50 years. It's the same thing. There's catchy tunes that kind of get like, you know, pushed aside after a couple of years because they're outdone, which is like what we're seeing today with like bump this shit out the window and like whatever in the club. No one plays in the club as much as they definitely used to. And, you know, a couple years, it might be like less relevant. So, but the meaningful songs is what I like. Like when I listen to like 50 Cent, I like songs like Many Men where he's talking about fighting for his life. What was that?
I was just about to say that, Minimum.
Yeah, Many Men's good. And just there's always been like I said 50 years back, there was these songs that had more meaning, like what's that one song, like Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City, you know that song? Like that one's good. And you listen to the other songs around then that were more catchy, it's like, who the hell listened to that?
Yeah, it's definitely more pertinent for the time
Yeah.
versus when you have a lot of songs that, like I said, have that. I mean, they just have longevity because they actually mean something.
Yeah.
Or this is generally good music. I mean, a lot of like modern Michael Jackson songs, besides the more slower and sappy ones, but it's like Beat It will forever be played like for the rest of time. Like I would never imagine a day where that song would not be played. That and like Smooth Criminal and stuff like that, like never.
I love Smooth Criminal.
But that's just because those were just epic songs, though. You know what I mean? Whereas now it's like, is an epic song really like got that little bitch on my lap and another one at backs, and, you know, I do it attacks. And it's like, it's cool. Okay, that was cool when I was 18. But then once I turned 25, is it still gonna be cool? To some, maybe. To me, not.
That's great. So so how overall this month? Have you heard Grand Slam? You heard it?
What's up? Talking about
What?
Harvey. Talking about
Harvey?
Harvey.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Terrell on it. Well, y'all.
Um. So overall, with the K Cup being released, fuck the world 2020. We just talked about taking all these curse words out, and I just brought up fuck the world. And Grand Slam. How do you think our camp did this month as far as like the creative like thing? Do you think it has better potential as far as content, or do you think it's pretty good right now?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Mm, Yeah, I would say so, especially to just start off the year. And I think from here it's only going to continue to get better.
Yeah, so I know what Harvey's releasing. I've no idea what you're releasing until like a couple weeks before.
Yeah.
So I was like surprised. I was like, "That's great. We have 3 coming out this month." So, um, I was like, "Perfect."
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a good starting point for the year. And like I said, I think it's only going to continue to get better. I think
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Do you have something coming out next month?
in February, yeah, I do have a song coming out. I just haven't said anything about it yet.
When? Okay, should I ask?
It's February something, bro. I gotta go look at my thing and see when I even have it set. Like, I'm not, I want to say it's like the Friday before Valentine's, or maybe the Friday after Valentine's. Hmm?
That's
I want to say like, no, not the 12th. Or maybe it is the 12th. I don't remember. It's like, I think like the second week in February or something.
I got one coming out like early February, like the first to the second. So,
I think mine might be like the week after yours.
yeah, and then Harvey's. I think what you're talking about. Harvey's got one right after yours. It's a country song, so we'll see how that goes.
It's a what?
Country song.
Oh, it's a country song.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
it'll be interesting.
I'm not listen to that one.
I think it's pretty good. Like I'm not a country head, but I think it's pretty dope. It's the country that I've heard.
So country is too sad for me,
Dude, this is a sad song.
man. Like they're always so sad and lonely, bro, and they're just like, I hate feeling like that, dude. That's why I don't really listen to like a lot of R&B music like that.
Yeah,
I don't like feeling like
sad inside.
I hate it, bro. That's why, like, I only listen to Drake when he raps. Like, I hate feeling like gushy, dude.
Yeah.
I hate feeling gushy.
Um,
Like,
yeah, it's a new area for updating, but yeah, it's what is going on? Leave me alone, people.
especially
Um,
putting out so much content.
yeah. I need more followers like Harvey. Um,
All that content you put out, bro.
yeah. uh, so yeah, it's kind of like a double. What kind of song is it? Do you know like what vibe it's giving off?
That's about the same as like K-Cup.
Like a good happy song.
Kind of just, yeah.
Yeah, thank God because I got
Yeah,
two sad
it's
songs coming out at the same time.
yeah, it's not something with no like super deep meaning or anything. It's pretty much kind of just like braggadocious hip hop rap over
I love braggadocious hip
over an
hop.
808 beat with 1,000-mile-an-hour hi-hats.
uh,
Man, beat is dope though.
yeah, the Up That has got 2 singles like that are sad as hell.
Yeah.
So February is gonna be a sad one. Yeah, my song too. It's a sad one too.
Which one?
That's coming out in February. It's called 65 Roses.
Did you send me that one?
I don't think so. I don't think you've heard it.
Oh, yeah. I think there was one. That's not the same one where you were talking about your brother, right?
No, that's the same one. I think you might have heard a little bit of it.
Oh, so that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did send me that.
I did. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You're talking about your brother and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard that one.
So, what'd you
And I'm
think?
assuming the Harvey country song is like a sad country song. It's not an uplifting country song.
What?
Harvey's song. You said it's a country song, right? Coming out in February.
Yeah.
It's a sad country song. It's not a uplifting country song.
No, it's sad.
I'm not listening to y'all. I've already listened to yours. I'm not listening to Harvey's. I don't want to feel good.
Did mine make you feel gushy inside?
What?
Did mine make you feel all like sad inside?
Nah, yours was just different because it was rap.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, yeah, you're listening to, you know what I'm saying? Versus, that's why I said I can only listen to Drake when he raps, bro. Like, I mean, when it's rapping, all the singy songy stuff, I can't do it. I can't. I remember when I always been like that, bro. Even when I was a kid, like in the back seat, and my mom would always put it on in Houston. It was Magic 102. That's where they played like all the R&B songs, and I would literally sit in the back seat like this. Like I hate slow music, bro.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm not a big fan of slow music either. Yeah, but I think this was good, bro.
You gonna wrap it up?
I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank y'all for watching. This is L.E.O. You know he's about to go with a flow off the dome, and you know he's a pro.
And that's what's coming for 2021. I don't think we have.
Yeah. So I don't do this often, so I'll try and get better at it. But till then, y'all are gonna have to sit through some like bad like starts and ends.
They like authentic content, bro.
That's what I'm hoping for sure.
Engaging content, bro.
Yeah. Okay, man. Let's end this recording and bye, viewer of mine. Go, bro. So my name is.
Wait. You've been recording this whole time?
What? Yeah, I've been recording.
Or are you just gonna like chop it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna take this part out.
Okay.
All right.
To keep it super authentic, I'm still gonna eat.
That's all right, bro. That's all I wanted.
It doesn't sound bad though, right? Like I'm not like snacking or anything. Like
it's not bad. It's like vegetables. It's not something like sloppy joes where it's